Hey everyone, Ronnie Chavez here to bring you another tutorial on the back full. Alright, so once again I'm going to be doing this tutorial out of a round off, but you can learn the technique on a trampoline, out of a round off, in a gym, standing flat off a ledge. Just make sure that you learn this in a safe environment like a gym, or if you're really confident with your other flips on grass like the Arabian, then you can learn this trick on grass if you feel comfortable with that, but it's up to you and I want you to be safe, so make sure you know your limits. So before learning this trick, like I mentioned, you should also have an Arabian learned as well as the round off backflip if you're going to be learning this out of the round off. Otherwise you can learn the same technique on a trampoline. So let's get started. Alright, let's go over the technique for this trick head to toe. So I'm coming out of the round off, or I'm jumping from the backflip wherever I'm learning this trick. The important thing is to remember the set. Once again, the set is important for every flip trick that you're doing. With the Arabian, we talked about how you set and you're going to be twisting your arms and start going into that rotation. We're going to be setting just like the Arabian, but the difference will be once we get halfway through. But just to go over again the takeoff, make sure that you're jumping from your toes. You don't want to be bending your knees too much in jumping because that's going to make your center of gravity lower. So you really want to be jumping from your toes and with a pretty straight body with your chest up, so that as you're throwing it, your center of gravity is already pretty high as you're going into the flip. So at this point, as you're jumping, throwing up your set, you're going to start doing that half turn, and then right as you're doing that half turn, as your feet are leaving the ground, you're not going to just go into the tuck like the Arabian, you're actually going to wrap it, and with your arms, you're going to pull it into your chest, almost like a whipping motion from up, turn, and then pull it down to your side to give you extra rotation and to pull your body in tight, because the straighter and tighter your body is, the faster you'll be able to get this spin around. Now as you're flipping upside down, a common problem is that your legs will kind of trail behind because you're focusing on getting the spin. So it's important that once you get the full 360 around, or almost to that point, you're able to kind of pull your knees in or kick your feet forward so that you can spot for your landing. Another common mistake people will run into is that they cheat into it too much. And if that's your style, if that's the way you want to do it, then that's cool. But the problem with cheating into it where you're kind of turning first before your jump is it's going to make it a lot harder to get the proper height. So that technique works if you have a lot of power out of your round off, or if you're doing it off ledges, but it could throw you off axis so you don't land straight up and down, and it's just not going to look as pretty. But if you're not going for pretty, then don't worry about it. Do whatever works best for you. So just make sure, if you want to get a straight full with your body straight, that you get the set first, and then the spin, and then the whip with your legs. Because otherwise, if you're spinning too early as you're jumping, it tends to throw me off axis. I'll even travel sideways instead of traveling straight back. So just make sure that you keep that in mind while learning this trick. So let's review the back full. Coming out of the round off, you see me punch up, set up with my arms, start going into that half turn, and soon I'm pulling my arms into my body to get that fast spinning motion, pulling my legs in tight, pulling my body semi-straight so that I can spin faster. And then as I'm coming around and making the full spin, I begin to kick my legs forward so that I can land on my feet successfully like you see there. Alright, so there's the basic back full or backflip 360 for you guys. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on this trick or requests for any other tutorials. And in the meantime, you should check out my vlogging channel, Ronster82, because there I'm doing daily vlogs Monday through Thursday on just my day-to-day life as a parkour athlete and YouTuber. So be sure to check that out if you want to just get a little bit more insider and behind the scenes and just what I do, I guess. I also wanted to let you know about my company that I'm co-founding called Minja. Minja is all about creating gear for people who want to be able to do parkour in their day-to-day life, not have to worry about all the transitional stuff like, oh, I gotta take my phone and keys and wallet out of my pocket and to do this trick. So our first product is the Minja wallet. You guys should check that out. I'll have a link to the Kickstarter for that item that allows you to clip the wallet inside of your pocket and it won't go anywhere, so you don't have to worry about losing it. So be sure to check that out. But otherwise, if you want to check out more tutorials, be sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching.